Hey guys, so I'm going to my sister's and I thought I'd get ready whilst I'm talking to you. Yeah, because I'm a bit late. I've only got like 30 minutes to do my makeup. And in the process, I also want to record 2 videos and I also want to try my new palette from Huda Beauty. I got this palette from my friend, my lovely friend bought it for me for my birthday. And it's the Topaz Obsession, so it has a lot of bronzy colors, which is totally up my street. So I'm gonna try and do something minimal, like, because obviously, like I said, I'm gonna meet my sister and at her work. She lives in the country and it's so like quiet, and I like this side of, I used to live around here anyway, so I like this side of England because it's a bit like quiet and family oriented and stuff. So let me as I'm doing my makeup, I'm just going to talk to you guys. So if you want to see my makeup, I will show it to you once obviously I'm done in a much clearer light and stuff. So today I wanted to I was speaking to my sister and she actually gave some really good advice, and she was like, Tommy, do you think your content right now is a bit it's just like overdone in terms of if you're doing anything makeup related or whatever? Like, everyone's sort of over, like everyone goes to the Instagrams for makeup, so they don't really come to YouTube for that, and which makes a lot of sense. So you can't, you need to sort of transform and transcend your content with, you know, what you're doing right now, like what's going on in your life right now, what are the biggest issues that someone your age is facing. And I agree with her completely, because like I have to look, like, again, like I said, I have to look at myself and like, what am I going through and what are the videos that I watch on YouTube, and it's videos that relate to me. I've got 2 beauty blenders that I got from, my friend also got me from Sephora. So I use one for my foundation, I use one for my powder, which is awesome. So yeah, anyway. So she asked me just a random question. She asked me the question ages ago, and I'm like, I'm gonna structure my content based on how like people just ask me random questions and stuff. I know I recorded, my last video was on this whole me being single situation, and my auntie sort of giving me a call. So my sister was like, asked me, she was like, would you be okay if you never get married? And like, that is like one question I never really thought about really deeply. Like, would I be okay if I get married? Like, first of all, I don't even know how I would be in 5 years time. I don't know what sort of life experiences that I would have, you know. And literally what I told her was, yeah, I don't think I wouldn't be okay. Like, I'm the sort of person, I've got such a positive outlook on life, and growing up, I'm like the only one amongst my sisters and my family who never sort of really aspired to like, I didn't see the big, like, I didn't really understand the whole marriage system, so to speak. Like, not that I didn't desire it, because it was the norm around me, and like, I've grown up around a lot of successful marriages, but with sort of women playing that traditional role. So I mean, I see my parents today, and it's like, it's not that I don't aspire to what they have, because they're still both very much in love with each other. And like, my mom says things like, you know, like, I would marry your dad again in my next life. So that's pretty cute, right? Although I've also witnessed like the ups and downs, which has been crazy. Like, but then I also have to realize that, you know, what I classify as, it wouldn't be the same for someone else. The way I would feel certain things would be very different for someone else. So I love what my parents have, but like I said, I'd never really understood the whole marriage thing per se. And like, if I end up getting married, it would be because, like, I don't know, I like, because it just seems fun, I guess. I don't know, because the thing is, like, I think I said previously, like, the biggest thing that I value in my life, again, is just, I want to live well. I want to live well in the sense that I don't want to live in limitation. I want to live a great quality life, like a life where I've had no regrets, and like, I've had a plethora of experiences and stuff, and the idea of a life partner sounds like appeals to me, but maybe it's more the legal thing that freaks me out a bit. Maybe it's the fact that, what if you change? What if I change and things like that? Like, how we get out of that messy situation? But I suppose, like, things are easier now, I guess. Like, it's weird. I think it's just the whole system thing, like society put in rules on your love that didn't quite appeal to me. But I'm a pretty loyal person. I feel like, if I like something or if I like someone, I'm like very feelings based. So I would give you, I show love in the way where, like, I don't even know that I'm even showing love. Like, it's just a part of me. Like, even if I say, oh, I don't like doing this, I don't like doing that, like, if you live with me or whatever, like, I would try as much as possible. It's just a part of me to make you feel comfortable, or ask, like, about your well-being, and sometimes put your needs over my needs. And that's just because, like, I just value, like, because, again, like I said, I'm such a feeling person, so I need to know that you're comfortable, and that's what makes me happy. So I don't even have to be in a relationship with you. It's just my nature, and stuff, like, and I do it to people that I don't know either. And so, but anyway, um, would I let me go back to the question. I feel like I'm waffling now. Um, I think I will be okay if I don't get married. Like, the most important thing for me is, as long as like, I'm living a really good life, and like, I may not give, even if I'm not in a relationship, I just don't want to feel like I'm not doing anything substantial with my life. I want to still, even if someone else is not there to enjoy these life experiences with me as, like, a romantic partner, like, as a husband, I don't mind having, even if it's just like a relationship and me just having, like, a romantic partner, or even if I'm utilizing my time with other things, or me showing, like, other people love and giving them care and affection, um like, just doing something with my life, like, that makes me feel fulfilled. I think I'll be okay with that. The only time, and, like, I suppose the biggest thing as well that just scares me about even not being married is probably more society. Like, what would they say? Because, like, human beings scare me. Like, human beings, I'm okay with myself and confident with myself, but sometimes I just, like, people's energy is just really hard to manage. And sometimes it's like, the worst part of it is even family, because it's like, look, I'm okay if you have, like, your own point of view, but I don't want you shoving your point of view down my throat. And, like, with family, it's hard with family, because you feel obligated to kind of listen to them because they're family, or say okay, and because you love them so much, it's almost like, I just want you to support everything that I feel. But then, like, it's weird. So it's just, sometimes what happens is you just end up restricting information from them, because you just feel like they're the ones that will hurt you the most. because you just want them to understand what you're going through, and the reality is like they wouldn't, because human beings have their own perspective and things like that. But apart from that, I think the biggest fear that I would face would be society saying that I'm pretty much useless, and me having to go through that shame and stuff from society, not even from myself. Like, I'll still like, I would feel like what I did would be that there's nothing wrong with me, whereas like I would have to constantly be explaining to everyone that there's nothing wrong with me. That's my biggest fear. That's it. But you know what's interesting though, like, because when I speak to my sister, I'm like, actually, what I've noticed with women, a lot of women sometimes they want a nice, beautiful marriage and stuff, but most of them are more into like they like if they haven't found someone, the biggest thing that worries them, their biggest fear is, oh my God, kids. I want to have kids of my own. And they're so attached to this idea of having kids. It's, you know, and where are my brushes? My point of view on that one is, I mean, that like, if that's the biggest thing for me, then I've already restarted. I like shows like the Kardashians, and I look at people like Gabrielle Union and some other people who have like done, like they've been able to just slow down time to get what they want. Like, technology has advanced so well that, you know, there's so many alternatives to plan having kids right now. Like, you can freeze your eggs, you can, there's so many things. Like, you can freeze your eggs, you can freeze the embryo, you can you know, there's fertility treatment, there's like, and although, yeah, these things are still relatively new because they're quite expensive, but like, there's so many things. You can hire a surrogate. There's so many things now, as like doing so much research. And if you follow the like Harvard Science whatever school thing journal, they published quite a lot of research on just new technology and how the world is changing. And it's amazing to see that, you know, all these things that we considered as problems in the past are not problems anymore. So it's just new ways to really start enjoying your life. And if you feel like, actually, like, why do I even have to have a kid of my own? Like, there's so many kids out there. There's so many kids out there that are looking for a mother, and you may even have more connection with someone else's child in comparison to you having your own child. It's the truth. It's the limitation that you put on it. So I don't think, or I like to think that, you know, I want to really cultivate a mindset that would not make me feel like I'm stuck, okay? And make me feel like life is, I can have everything that I want, and I'm patient enough to get things that I want, and not because I don't want to be condemned by society, but it's my choosing, and it's, you know, my heart desire and stuff like that. So yeah, so it's that. So if, yeah, I think I'll be okay. I'll be okay as long as I keep my positive mindset. I feel if I look at life as a plethora of experiences, and life is just working out in my favor, I want to make the best and the most out of every of life, and not and stuff. Um, yeah, I want to make the most out of it. Because it's just too short. I think about it and I'm like, why do I haven't really accomplished much as like, actually, I shouldn't say that, because I really have. I shouldn't say that. That's me looking at it from such a stupid view. But I just realized that when you get to your 20s, when you get to your 30s, like you aspire to different things, you know, like you have different aspirations, and it's unfair when people also make fun of another generation, like all these, why they, like, you have a right to aspire to those things because this is the only time you'll be that age. So, you know, so yeah, but I'm okay with that. Sometimes I feel like I still have really childish wants, but I like that I have really childish wants. um, and sometimes I'm not gonna lie, like marriage freaks me out. Like I'm in my sister is married and she's pregnant, which is exciting. And I am so happy for my sister, but mate, I'm like, fuck. It just feels like this is it. I don't know why I feel that way. Maybe because I'm quite independent. I'm sure it's not that, but there's no rush. There's no rush. I think for me, like, it's just about having fun in the world, and like I just see life as like just this one time experience, and I wanna with like, and it's just limited, and I wanna like do it well. I just want to live it well. But yeah, my biggest downfall is probably, like I said, human beings and people telling me that you can't think that way. But I'm adult enough now to just not listen to anybody, and I think I'm adult enough now to not tell anybody like what I'm thinking. I don't have to share everything, you know? Sorry. But yeah, let me finish up my makeup and I'll show it to you when I'm done. Bye. So I finished my makeup and I'm so in love with the palette. Oh my god, actually the lighting is great here. So this is the final look. I'm super late right now and I don't want my sister to scream at me. But this is the final look. So if you guys want to see how I got this look with the Huda Beauty Topaz palette, then let me know, then I'll record a second video. But I'm in love with it. Look at it. So orange on my eyes, and then I mixed two colors on my crease, and that's it. I haven't got any lashes on, which is great because you can actually see all the colors pop, because I think I've got a bit small eyes, I think. But yeah, I'll catch you guys later. Bye.